Wednesday evening, asking me to talk to you this morning about my history here at North Haven Congregational Church and my experiences with the youth program as a youth who was brought up in the church and as a parent whose children were also raised here in the church. My father was confirmed here. He's a 50-plus year heritage member. Both my parents were active in church, contributing countless of hours as members on various boards and committees. My dad took a term as moderator and headed the capital campaign for our elevator, raising the money. My brother and I went to Sunday school. We sang in the children's choir, then the junior choir, then the youth choir. We participated in youth programs, both the junior youth group and the senior youth group. I believe it was my first year, possibly my second year of youth, the senior youth group, that the church was looking for volunteers to work with the youth and to help expand and strengthen the youth program. My mom had taught biology to middle school students on the Army base where Dad is stationed, so she was up for the challenge, and she somehow convinced Dad that they both should do this together, be youth group advisors. And they needed to do this together for the church and for our family, because my brother and I were involved. My memories of the youth group are all positive. I remember wanting to be here, wanting to come. I look forward to the discussion meetings, which there were many, about typical teenage topics, differences in religions, issues in our local community, and issues in the world. I enjoyed certainly all the many fun outings we had: bowling, roller skating, hiking, weekend retreats. We were always encouraged to bring our friends, and you heard read from letters from two of them in our newsletter. Charlotte and Sandy were brought here through the youth group. All youth were welcome with open arms. At the time, North Haven Congregational Church youth program was the most vibrant youth program in the community, with members from a variety of religious backgrounds, each and every one of them being loved and accepted by the group and by its leaders. Some of these youth became members of the church, and some brought their families into the church. One youth group member announced at church one day that she was looking for a place to live for a year because her mom was being relocated with her job. She wanted to stay here and finish her last year at North Haven High School. My parents prayed about this and opened their home and my bedroom that I had to share. I wasn't asked. That wasn't part of the decision. I had a sister for my senior year of high school. Someone whose parents were not members of the church, who came through our youth group, and leaders in our youth group opened their doors so that this young girl could stay and finish school here and not have to leave for her senior year. Lifelong friendships and special bonds were made in youth group, especially between the youth and the adults who participated in the mission trip to Biloxi, Mississippi. In fact, my son Christopher's godfather, Ken Ferner, was a youth group member and a participant in the Biloxi mission. And my daughter, Annalie's godmother, Sandy Howe, was also a youth group member and a participant in the Biloxi mission. My children also grew up in the church, attending Sunday school, singing in the children's choir, and participating in youth group programs, which included many mission trips. In their own way, they both expressed being supported by the church family, and they knew that they could reach out to its members. Christopher knew that when he needed a recommendation, maturity. He actually is mature. Leadership skills. He could talk to his 7th and 8th grade church school teacher, Steve Simonson. I can remember on more than one occasion, Christopher would be helping me with a project at home, and he would stop the process, whatever we were doing, and he said he needed to check what we were doing. He wasn't sure. And he would make a phone call to his Habitat for Humanity mission trip leaders, Paul Powers or John Tyler. Annalie also made numerous comments about feeling supported and loved by her church family. She was in awe with the number of positive comments she received after singing the solo, and even a written thank you for singing for confirmation from a longtime youth supporter, Priscilla Bradford. I can go on and on talking about the positive effects of North Haven Congregational Church's youth program and its volunteer leaders have had on my family, offering numerous opportunities to learn how to love and accept others, and also a variety of opportunities to learn how to love and accept ourselves. I'd like to encourage you, each and every one of you, to get involved in the church's youth program. Just like the youth